Hey plugin, Matt here with the Ring Pro Video Doorbell. It's easy to install, easy to set up, and in only a matter of minutes you can see who'll be coming for dinner. Let's take a look. Ring is a really user-friendly and customer experience-driven company, and this product is no exception. In fact, they've accounted for all the little problems that you might run into, and they've included a lot of extra parts you may not even need. There were a few interesting things that caught my eye out of the box, as Ring doesn't leave room for second guessing. If you don't have a screwdriver, for example, this comes with one, along with a mysterious drill bit. More on that later. There are all sorts of fancy little wiring gizmos and even extra wires. What looks like one of the most complicated operations actually ends up being anything but. In fact, with a little bit of know-how and a lot of advanced planning, installation should only take you about 15 or 20 minutes tops. If you don't feel comfortable installing it yourself though, how does free installation sound? Ring includes a little card with the instructions that states that if you can't figure it out, you can visit their website to apply for free and fully paid installation. You probably won't need that though. This is really no harder than replacing a light fixture or two. I decided to install this Ring Pro doorbell at my mom's house since they've been looking for a good video doorbell for a long time now. I've left her husband Sean to do the installation work on this one while I narrate. The first thing you'll need to do is cut the power to your doorbell at the breaker and find where the manual chime is. You'll probably find that in the middle of the house somewhere. Remove the housing box and see what you're up against. Ring's Pro Power Kit needs only a 2-wire system to operate. Here it is here. You'll have to clip the wiring adapter into the power kit to get started. The first thing you'll need to do is ensure that you have a connection between your existing doorbell chime and the eventual end unit and that there's enough power flowing to everything. If you have a 2-wire system like we're working with here, you're fine. If you have a 3-wire kit, look for the front and transformer wires. First, unscrew the existing wires. Two gray wire clips will help you connect the old wires in. Feed the existing wire on the left side of the clip into one end and then the short end of Ring's wire to the right side. Clip them both shut in the process. Next, you'll take the thicker end. Curl the wire so it sits well on the screw and screw it back in. Repeat this on the other side and you should have a small jumble that ends up looking a little bit like this. You're actually done. You just need to affix the Ring Pro Power Kit to some empty real estate in the doorbell area with the double-sided tape that's provided. Now that you're done, you can put the housing back on. Now that's actually the hard part. The next thing you'll need to do is hook up the camera doorbell unit itself. Keep the power cut to the main doorbell and then unscrew it. Chances are this unit is bigger than your existing doorbell, which means that you'll have to create mounting holes. If you have wood or siding, you're fine and you can probably do it with the tools you have. If you're installing on concrete though, you'll have to break out a power drill. Do you remember that drill bit I mentioned earlier? Use it here. Ring also provides plastic screw anchors along with the right size screws. Okay, now get your Ring unit ready. You'll have to pop the attached faceplate off. This is a little tougher than it looks, so be careful not to crack it. If you do, it doesn't matter too much because it does come with 4 different colors, and the one you want may not actually be the one waiting in the package. Here's where wiring things will probably get tricky too. You may not have enough exposed wire behind to hook the Ring up properly. No matter. Ring has included extender wire loops as well as 2 2-port wire connectors to ease with the installation. You'll have to straighten the existing wires and push one end into each connector with Ring's wires included on the other end. You might need a set of needle nose pliers or a wire stripper for the old wires if you don't have enough exposed wires showing. Once again, make sure the power's off if you're doing that. Once this is done, shove everything back until you can rest the unit flush to the wall and screw the unit to the wall, but don't attach a faceplate just yet. Okay, so at this point, most of the hard work is actually done. It's just software stuff from here, so go flip on your breaker and enjoy that introductory show.
Welcome to Ring, the world's most advanced doorbell. Follow the instructions in the Ring app to continue.
Make sure you've downloaded the Ring app. All you have to do is click Set up a new device and it'll guide you through setting up an account, including adding additional users.
Your Ring Video Doorbell is now in setup mode. Follow the instructions in the Ring app to continue.
Since the Ring Pro is enabled through Wi-Fi, just follow the instructions on screen to locate its local network and it'll do the rest itself. This step is probably going to take around 20 minutes because it actually needs to update the firmware on the hardware itself before you can start to use it. From here you can open the Ring app and start doing things like live views or setting up a motion zone. In the app you can designate a range in which when the doorbell senses motion, it'll notify you in the app. Here's a quick look at me ringing the doorbell and then we'll pop inside to see what it looks like on the phone. Since we're so close to the Ring's mic and the phone's mic, I've actually had to disable the sound because of the feedback loop it was creating. But you get the idea. So out of the box, you'll actually get a 30-day trial for cloud storage as well. This will give you access to all the video records you do from watching the live feed to interactions with whomever's at the front door. As you can see though, your original doorbell spot may not be ideal like ours. We've got a lot of siding there and the sun is shining directly into our spot, creating some glare issues. You can also see that I'm standing purposefully so that my head can be seen in this last shot. We're off to fine-tune the final resting spot for this doorbell, but that's pretty much all I have to show you today. It's a really easy setup and you can do this all inside of a half hour. The Ring Pro Video Doorbell is now available at Best Buy and online at bestbuy.ca. I'm Matt. Follow me on Twitter to chat more about gizmos like this and keep an eye out on Plugin for the latest and greatest in home automation in Canada.